Ray.
Hello. Ray Leary. Harry Heintzel, sure. Hi, how are you?
Say hello to the class of 61. They're right here.
Hello, class of 61. Thanks very much.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back for your 60th anniversary.
Say hello. 60th reunion. 60th reunion. It's Fred Ponitz. Our guy, our buddy. Nice to see you. Get yourself on the video. Yeah. Get copies. Class of 61.
Yeah. The class was the class.
Yeah, the class of the class.
Very much.
It was a good class.
Anyone you want to say hello to that isn't here?
Jack Flynn.
Jack Flynn,
He's the
right.
president of our class.
Right, Jack Flynn.
I tried the hard to get him here, but
Exactly.
And my friend Carl McCarty, I haven't seen for quite some time. Carl McCarty.
Oh, right.
He currently teaches at LaSalle.
Bill Sharp, too. Right.
Haven't seen
Bill
those
Sharp
people.
is a professor at Clarion State.
Good. Okay, Hamid, let's move
And one
on.
more thing, I'm the same Ray Leary that several people said, didn't you have red hair? And I'm not really sure what happened to it. I must have left it on the way in. But it's the same Ray Leary. Thanks very much.
You guys are getting on film.
Oh, okay. We didn't hit it off at all. We have nothing. We do. We're sitting over here.
Come on over here. Hey, guys. Hey, guys.
How you doing? Nice to
Say
see
hello
you.
to the class of 61.
Alfred.
Yes, I found it.
How in gosh name did you recognize her? Was it the color of the hair, which is really, whoops.
I look the same.
It looks the same.
I'm a little
It
heavy.
looks the same. I will lead you in prayer. This is the closest I ever came to being a religious person. One of the brothers wanted me to become a religious, and then I met a few girls, and I said, no, thank you. But you can't hear me? I'm sorry. Joe, they better be able to hear me or I'm not going to pay you, okay? All right? Don't forget before you leave to check the yearbooks out over there. I've got all 4 years. And now, I'm going to say a prayer for dinner, okay? Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing this group of guys, graduates of Lasalle College High School in 1961, to gather here tonight at their alma mater with their wives and guests to celebrate the 60th reunion. We also remember our deceased classmates, still close to our hearts, who are no longer with us, but who have gone on to their heavenly reward with you for all eternity. Their names are Bob Buccini, Robert Becker, James Boland, James Boyle, Ken Buck, Donald Burns, John Burns, Joseph Kinane, Vince Denery, Joe DiGregorio, Vincent Fitzpatrick, Michael Foley, Joe Philippowitz, Vic Gittins, Harry Haberly, Jack McDonald, Cornelius McFadden, Thomas McGinley, John McGowan, Robert Pellegrini, Henry Potosny, Eugene Quirk, Anthony Reese, Robert Schmidt, Carl Schwab, Kenneth Slavitsky, Michael Thies, Stephen Tregman, and Charles Willis. May they rest in peace. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever. Let's eat. But we're going to start the program now because we have like almost 2 hours of dancing to get in as soon as I'm done. Okay? How's this, Charlie? Better? Okay? All right. So, first thing I want to do is to thank Jill D'Angelo from LaSalle for her hard work. She is the one that really put all of this together. I just I was the conduit. Okay? Next, I want to thank my committee who called all you guys. You guys all received phone calls. Committee was Ed Bogdan, John Ettinger, Jay McFadden, Steve Rogers, and myself. Thanks, guys. Now, I say on there, where did all these 78-year-olds come from? Then I say, medical attention needed? Well, listen, the Phillies don't go to a game without medical attention. The Eagles don't go to a game without medical attention. And a 1961 class reunion does not go without medical attention. So what I want to say is you guys dance your whatever off, okay? Because I have two guys here that are medical doctors that will look after us in the event that one of us goes down. We will get you to the hospital in the magic hour, that first hour. So, and they are Dr. John Becker. John, where are you? John, where are you? Oh, there he is. Now, John is going to be the lead on this because he was the emergency room doctor at Atlantic City Hospital. So he has the bona fides to do this. And I'm going to call him an assistant, but he's not really an assistant, Dr. Steve Rogers, another guy that's going to be here. So with two of these guys, I think we should be in pretty good shape. Do we have any other doctors, Al? Who? Al? Al Moriello? But Al, I knew Al was a doctor, but correct me if I'm wrong. Are you not a, what do you call those guys that fix your face? The guys, the guys that do plastic surgery. Are you not a plastic surgeon now? Okay, all right. Al, you'll be second assisting Steve Rogers. Okay? So we got John. But we're not going to need any of you anyway, so just relax. But in case. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is we're all 1943 war babies. Everyone here, born in mostly everyone here. The guys born in 1943. Now, how did that happen? Dad came home on leave to say goodbye to Mom, and then 78 years later, the Lasalle College graduates showed up here. So here you are, you 78-year-olders, you. Now, the other thing I want to do is some remembrance. We spoke to a lot of people, and they asked to be remembered, okay? Roger Agan, Lou Balizet, Charlie Bodo, Tom Crow, Bill Cheney, Bucky Durney, John Ferret, Jack Flynn, Gino Janeski, Bob O'Donnell, Joe Lynch, and Bill Sharp, and Ed Stranix. They are all living, but they couldn't make it. Okay, who else, Pat? Who? Phil Gallagher. Okay, Phil Gallagher as well. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, now we get to the special recognition part, and that is LaSalle. We have someone in our midst here who had a building named after him. I don't know if some of you know it, some of you do not, but you're all going to know it after this. He is, you know how I found out about this? Charlie Dunleavy came up to me one time and he went, "Psst, Harry, you know that building that's got my name on it?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "That's me." No, he says, "That's me." Well, that is Charlie Dunleavy, our very own, and we are proud to claim him, and we are proud to claim LaSalle, and thank you, Charlie, very much. Okay, we appreciate it, okay? Now, we also have some Vietnam veterans here. Roger Agan is one. Let me just tell you the story about Roger. He's home. He has a bad back. He could not make it. But I say Quantico there because what happened is, all you know, Roger played football here for us, and he was all Catholic, okay? He went to Villanova and he played football at Villanova. When he was time to graduate, his coach, Alex Bell, said, I know the head coach at Quantico Marines. If you want to go in the Marines, you can do that. He knew the head coach. So I just said, yeah, sure. I'll go to Quantico. I'll go to Quantico and play football. Well, when Roger reported, they said, you're going to Westpac. And he said, Westpac, I'm supposed to play football for Quantico. He said, we had to dissolve the football team because we need all the guys in Vietnam. So Roger got to Vietnam as a machine gunner in a rifle platoon, and God bless him, he made it back. So that's Roger's story. That's what he told me over the phone. Next, John Ferret was in the artillery, and he had a cushy job in Europe in the artillery, and lo and behold, he gets orders to transfer him to Vietnam. So he went to Vietnam, he did his duty, and he came back as well. Finally, we have the Flying Black Ponies, okay? The Flying Black Ponies refers to Steve Rogers. Rogers was over in Vietnam as a Navy doctor, and he was with the Flying Black Ponies. And what that was an aircraft group that flew close air support for the Navy SEALs and the Marines and the Army, close air support. So they had some good things to say about Steve. And where's my book?
My 21 months there doesn't count?
Oh, wait a minute, I'm not done. I'm not done. Tom, I'll be with you in a second. We're going to give you your props, okay? I can talk from over here, so it's no big deal. This pilot wrote a book called The Flying Black Ponies. And yes, Steve is in it in a lot of different chapters. But I'll just tell you of one that I thought was pretty good. Called him Doc Rogers back then, okay? And the Navy and most of the military has a hail and farewell greeting for people that are coming in. It's hail and farewell for those that are going out. And Steve used to be the MC for the parties that they had at that time. And this author says that because of his creative talents, which ranged from stand-up comedy to songwriting and guitar playing to skit writing, these increasingly elaborate affairs earned a reputation that extended from Binh Thuy to Benzema, excuse the pronunciation, Vietnam. Then he goes on to say, for a healer, Doc could be merciless, but only with his humor. He practiced the best medicine, a mixture of the healing arts, which include a smidgen of physician, psychiatrist, sage, and father confessor, along with comic relief in full measure. A truly Falstaffian character, he would become the epoxy, that is the glue, that held this flying machine together. Congratulations, Steve. Now, to my buddy Tom Turner. Tom, I didn't know you were in Vietnam. You never told me before tonight. So let's tell everybody the units that you were in. You were with, come on, Stan. NSA.
Well, no, I was with 1st Radio Battalion.
Army? First Radio Battalion.
Police.
Oh, Marines, I'm sorry. Marines, he's Marines.
The Marine Corps, and
Right,
I spent 2 tours there.
right, wow.
And thank you, infantry, because when I went out in the field, they were there for me. So thank all the Agans in the world who
Okay.
kept my ass safe.
Okay.
But it's you didn't. The reason you didn't know I was in Vietnam is
You don't brag. You don't brag.
Oh, horse shit. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's just that it didn't become a popular thing to be
At that time.
till the last few years.
Right.
And then when I have my hat on and people say, thank you for your service, now I'm going to get in trouble for this. I say, well, you want to know how to thank me? And they say, yes. I said, what if you don't like it? They said, tell me anyway. I say, well, do whatever you can to get rid of that piece of shit Trump.
Yes.
And that's why
All right. Yeah, let's hear it for that. Except for the few conservatives in this place. We're sorry. All right. Now, where's my... Okay, so... Any other announcements? Well, Tom just made the announcement. Do we have any other announcements that anybody would like to make? Anyone would like to brag on somebody? Go ahead. Go ahead, Alfred.
Father Ed Anderson said that
Go ahead. Father Ed Anderson.
spoke to Father Ed Anderson last week, and he tore his Achilles tendon, so he had planned on being here, or at least I hope to be here, but he's been in the boot for the last couple of months.
Okay, great. Father Ed, one of our guys became a priest, believe it or not. Okay, we're almost done. What about me? What? No, they asked me to be a Christian brother. Okay, and then I met girls, and I said, no, I don't think so. Specifically, it was the girlfriend before my wife, Nancy. But Nancy and I have been together for 55 years, so 55 and counting. Anybody else over 55 years? Well, we got a couple here. Al, right? Wow. 58. Mike? How many? How many, Mike? I didn't hear that.
Can we add two?
Add two? Sure. 32 and 22. Okay. I see. 32 and 22. So Al was 32 with one.
18 years before
What's that all about? We have some Shakespearean scholars here, okay? And let me tell you who they are. The Shakespearean scholars. But before I get to who it is, I have to tell you how it originated. I got an email from Angelo Scro. Angelo, where are you? There you are over there. I got an email from Angelo. He says, Harry, I'm inclined to come to our 60th class reunion, but before I write the check, however, I thought I'd check with you as to how attendance is looking at this point. I wanted to be sure, there's enough people. So then Steve Rogers came out with, he said, I have a quote that applies to this, and here it is. Steve says, from Shakespeare's Henry V, if we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer the men, the greater share of honor. The greater share of honor. And so, all of you guys, this is the greater share of honor. All 19 of us. Okay? So that was that one. So then, Hamid, make sure you get me on this one, because this one refers to Lou Balizet, and Lou's not here, but we're going to send a video. By the way, all you guys are going to get a video of this. This refers to Lou Balizet. I spoke to him, and he said, well, I'd like to come, Harry, but to be honest, he's a doctor out in Colorado. He was a little afraid of, the pandemic and coming and all that stuff. So he said, I'd like to come, but to quote Henry IV, discretion is the better part of valor. So that's why, Lou, sorry you couldn't make it. You're missing a good time. All right. Okay. What do we have now? Last thing. Oh, here's a good one. The smartest guy in the class. All right? The smartest guy in the class. Who was the smartest guy in the class? No, no, it wasn't me. Definitely not. Definitely was not me. But I spoke to Al Turbalan and I said, actually it was by email, and I said, Al, are you going to come? And Al said, there's a 25% chance that I'll come. That's what he said, 25% chance. He's sitting right over there. So I said, okay. I wrote him back, I said, Al, it would not be a good reunion without you as the smartest guy in the class in attendance. So Al, as gracious as he is, comes back with, I wasn't the smartest guy in the class. The smartest guy in the class, and get me again for this, for Bill Sharp, he says was Bill Sharp and Albert Them. That's who he said were the smartest guys in the class. Al might have been third. But I got more news for even you, Al, and the rest of us. The person that was the smartest guy in the class was Lou Balazet. All right, Lou Balazet. And I have it right here in my yearbook, and they have a little write-up about him. I won't read the whole thing, but but it says he had the highest grade point average. That was Lou. Okay? Al Turbalan did have the highest SATs. I don't know if a lot of you probably don't. No, knowing Al, I doubt it. I doubt it. Al got an 800, a perfect score in his SATs. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. You know? What's that?
So the truth is, I got a 1580, and I wrote the SATs to say, tell me which question I got wrong, because I don't think I did. Right. And they didn't respond.
So you claimed...
I claimed 18.
He claimed 800 anyway, so no, that's fine. Guys, we love you all. Let's Dance, the first song up, is the most popular song when we were all born in 1943, In the Mood by Glenn Miller. Let's do it. And this is the dance portion of the class. Okay? So let's get out here and dance. Dance.